And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Houston Cougars, taking on a team from the AAC, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He steps out at the 16, but has been a lot better off just taking a knee in the end zone. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. The back's got it. Running through the tackle. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Boy, nice call here to start this national championship game off with a physical run. I think this offensive line has been a strength all year long, and here they get this game started the right way.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down, they're going to throw it. Tries to get it to the running back. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Houston getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because...
Touchdown, Houston. This quarterback on fire today. In a national championship game, you cannot do a better job of setting the tone immediately, Kirk.
Well, it's the biggest game of the year, so you've got to bring your best. On the opening drive, the offense did just that. That's how you get this thing started.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner to be brought down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff here from the shotgun. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They look to throw it here on second down. Looking right, this one caught. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Running play called on third and short. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
First down and 10 now. And the wideout goes in motion. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Breaks loose at the 45. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
The offense has had a really good rhythm in this drive. Running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And he drops back in the gun. He's running out of time here. Didn't see anybody open. Just throws it away. That's now going to bring up third down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First and goal now, a chance to get level after allowing the opening touchdown. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kurt.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Houston's offense heads back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. The sure hands. It's Young. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And now the running back's got it again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Third down play for this offense. And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looking for his back. The senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man. The offense facing a tough conversion here. Third and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Takes a shot as he gets the pass off. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. It's a solid gain to pick up the first down and what will be likely the final play of this first quarter. After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And then first down, right back to the running game. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Here's the second down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Makes a quick grab. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Crucial third down play coming up. Try and muscle for the first down. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it here. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
A gain makes it second and medium. They're going to run it. A quick juke. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
First down here for this offense. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Snags the quick throw. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. And I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They'll try to run this one in. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. So they'll try to add to the lead now with PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. And he steps out at the 20, tried to make something happen, but cost the offense 5 yards of field position. So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Big chunk gain in the first play of the drive. Sets him up near midfield on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's going to take off here. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Here's the throw deep downfield. Catch made down inside the 25. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening to spot the ball at the 22.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you could sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Looking to throw now on first down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and tie the score before the half? And now the handoff. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a third down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half, but the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important third down to try to convert here.
And the offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a fourth down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. That run moves the ball to the 13-yard line.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
Looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete. He tried to extend the play, but nobody open. So let's see what they like here on third and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
First down, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket now. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Breaking free at the 35. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle for 3?
Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it go quickly. It's caught downfield. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Makes the grab, a chance to score. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Second down and goal upcoming. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
And he knocks through the PAT. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. One more play before they head to the locker room. Here's the handoff. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. He'll return it from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds at the 14. That's where the drive will start. The Fresno State offense is back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Finding some room at the 25. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
He'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. They'll try to run for the first down. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to third down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. But you got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the first down and keep working clock.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, we're going to throw it. Pressure is, here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. It felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he's got his man open downfield.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. An inside give now from the shotgun. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a quarterback keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the linebackers is really the quarterback of the defense on this play. Diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Important third down play coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Third down play here out of the shotgun. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Big man finally brought down by the quarterback. That was a tough assignment.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Defense cannot get this offense to fourth down. Offense continues the long drive. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Past the 50. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Steps out of bounds at the 19. That's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the Fresno State offense back on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from testing the defense with a throw downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Fresno State. No chance to catch it.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Steps out at the 16, would have been a lot better off just taking a knee in the end zone. Houston's offense heads back onto the field now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for his big tight end. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The offense is clicking and the defense just searching for answers now. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. Play action fake, looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. And the defense wraps him up.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Houston.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if his defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And the point after gets him within a touchdown, 28-21. The kickoff team is out on the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Ball handed off. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short game. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, I can understand the play call here, backed up deep in your own territory, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, but you got to be careful of being too conservative, because this defense right now, they're trying to get the football back, and they're selling out against this run game.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab, and he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
When the defense gets these guys to third down, they got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Trying to extend the play. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you want to just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock, but also protect the football. I'm sure the coach right now is preaching to all his guys and reminding them about ball security at this point in the game.
Quick throw to his receiver. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
Great chance for the offense to tie the game. First and goal. Handoff with a single back. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Second and goal for the offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Well, here we go, Chris. Late in the game, national championship, and it's third and goal. It's a great opportunity for this offense. You know that defense is expecting pass. Maybe you trick them. Maybe you rely on that offensive line in the back to try to get it in, maybe with a draw play.
Quarterback's got it on the option. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Does his job with a PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the fourth quarter. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Trying to create here on the move. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The offense really clicking here. The shotgun running play call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Second down after that previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. They'll hand it off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back is a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big playability.
The gain makes it second and medium. They'll feed the back again. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? And a timeout is called to talk strategy here. Tie game late in the fourth quarter. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on fourth down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And it's incomplete, and the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the right side. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The shotgun handoff here. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Final minute of regulation. The crowd is really getting into it. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Houston getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense steps in to call time with 10 seconds remaining on the clock. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle. A late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. He made it! A walk-off field goal to win a national championship. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. As you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Houston Cougars.